Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Jan Gul, M.Phil Research Scholar, Department of Archaeology, University of Peshawar. I recently completed my M.Phil thesis under the title Aksobhyavuha in Early Mahayana Sutra in Kharosthi Manuscript from Gandhara Palaeographic Study. It was supervised by meritorious Professor Dr. Muhammad Naseem Khan, Department of Archaeology, University of Peshawar, ex-chairman and director of Archaeology, University of. It is the table of content of my thesis. The thesis is divided in different chapters. Chapter 1, Aksobhyavuha in Early Mahayana Sutra and its introduction, research significance, issues and problems, aims and objective of the present research methodology. Chapter 2 include literature review. Chapter 3, Buddhism in Gandhara, historical background of Buddhism, Hinayanism, Mahayanism. Chapter 4, ancient Buddhist manuscript, paper manuscript, palm leaf manuscript, birch bark manuscript. Chapter 5, birch bark Kharosthi manuscript from Gandhara, the British Library collection, the senior collection, Cheyenne collection, the split collection, Muhammad Naseem Khan collection, Kharosthi and ancient writing system in Gandhara, origin, period and area of Kharosthi script, area in which the Kharosthi script was used, nomenclature of the Kharosthi script, theme and material of Kharosthi script, stone, wood, boards, palm leaves, paper, birch bark. Chapter 6, Aksobhyavuha, a palaeographic study. Initial vowel. Initial vowel includes A, E, U, A, O. Anuswara. Consonants are consonant includes gutturals, palatals, cerebrals, dental, labials, semivowels, yaralava, sibilants, sonant aspirate, special letter ksha, conclusion and bibliography. Aksobhyavuha in Early Mahayana Sutra. Introduction. Aksobhya is one of the ancient Mahayana Buddhist scripture attributed to the Buddha Aksobhya carrier and the supremacies of his Buddha field Abhiratri. Within Buddhism, there are 5 wisdoms of Buddhas, and Aksobhya is one among them. The cult of Aksobhya is attributed to Adibuddha. According to the Buddhist mythology, he is the master of Pure Land Abhiratri, the Jews. Aksobhya and Abhiratri are referred to in many other Mahayana scriptures, especially in the early Prajna Paramitta Sutra and Sadharma Pandarika Sutra. According to the Buddhist tradition, a monk was interested in Dharma training. Therefore, he made a promise that he would be calm and cool until he gets enlightenment, and for this purpose he did not move from his place until he became Buddha Aksobhya. As far as the sacred scripture of Buddhism is concerned, several Kharosthi manuscripts have been discovered in Gandhara, and most of them are preserved in different collections in the world. These manuscripts are of paramount historical and religious importance and have added something new to our knowledge about different ancient scripts. Some of these important manuscripts are documented by Muhammad Naseem Khan in 1999 and are published in 2008 and 2009. One of these important manuscripts is the Aksobhyavuha, which is an early Mahayana Sutra written in Kharosthi script. It is the longest manuscript in the entire collection and starts with a conversation between Buddha and his disciple Shariputra. It is written on both sides of a birch bark scroll measuring about 19 by 225 centimeters. The front side is called recto, contains 371 lines, while its back side or verso depict 267 lines. As I mentioned earlier that there is 5 wisdom Buddha in Buddhism, in which the center one is Varoshna, which is white-bordered. Green-bordered is Muga Siddhi, and yellow-bordered is Ratna Sambhava. The upper one is red-bordered. It is Amitabha, and at the bottom, blue in color, it is Aksobhyavuha. Varoshna is white-bordered, and his mudra is Dharma Chakra mudra. His vehicle is lion, and his consort is Lochana. The next is in the bottom Aksobhya. Aksobhya is blue-bordered. His mudra is Bhumi Sparsha mudra, and his vehicle is elephant, and his consort is Sparsha Vajri. In the left corner, the yellow-bordered is Ratna Sambhava. Ratna Sambhava is yellow-bordered. His mudra is Varada mudra, gift-giving gesture. His vehicle is horse, and his consort is Mamaki. Amitabha is red-bordered, and his mudra is Dhyana mudra. His vehicle is peacock, and his symbol is lotus. His consort is Pandura Vashi or Pandura. At the right, this figure is Amuga Siddhi. Amuga Siddhi is green-bordered. His mudra is Abhaya mudra. His vehicle is Garuda. His symbol is double Vajra. His consort is Green Tara or Shyama Tara. These 5 wisdom Buddhas are clearly distinguished from one another through their individual physical color. This diagram gives you a clear idea about the Panchatathagata or 5 wisdom Buddha. The center one is Varoshna, absolute awareness. The right one is Amuga Siddhi, north, all accomplishing awareness. The left side is yellow-bordered Ratna Sambhava, presiding in south, equalizing awareness. At the bottom here is Aksobhya. It is blue-bordered, and its paradise is easternward. It is mirror-like wisdom. Amitabha is west, discriminating awareness. Ancient Buddhist manuscript. The term manuscript is taken from Latin word manu, which stands for something written by hand, and scriber, educate to write. Consequently, any kind of book or document inscribed by hand is termed manuscript. In the ancient time, Buddhist teaching and other documents were preserved to be benefited the upcoming generation. Manuscripts are one of the most important and distinctive source of human history, surviving on numerous types of media or material, such as stone, clay, tablets, metallic, leaves, palm leaves, cloth, birch bark, cotton, and paper, etc. However, during the course of archaeological exploration and chance discovery, there are 3 main types of the manuscript writing in subcontinent have come to light, such as paper manuscript, palm leaf manuscript, and birch bark manuscript. As the manuscript is written on birch bark, so I would like to mainly focus on birch bark manuscript. Before the arrival of the paper in subcontinent alongside the palm leaves, birch bark was also one of the most important writing material. Even during Mughal period, the use of birch bark was in vigor. Birch bark were obtained layer from the birch tree, and each layer was used for ink writing. Its one side is usually a very light, thick brown in color, while the other one is brownish white. There is numerous types of birch tree, such as Bichula litta, the yellow birch, Betula lenta, the black birch, Betula peprifera, the white birch or pepper birch. Betula. Its common name is Bhojpatra. Birch. A birch is a thin-leaved deciduous hardwood tree. The genus Betula belonged to family Betulaceae in plant kingdom. A birch Betula utilis was collected by Nathaniel Wells in Nepal in 1820, and later it was studied and named by David Don, a botanist, in his Prodromus florae nepalensis. Birch bark Kharosthi manuscript from Gandhara. There are several Kharosthi manuscripts discovered in the realm of Gandhara, such as British Library Collection, Senior Collection, Cheyenne Collection, and Split Collection, and Muhammad Nasim Khan Collection. This collection of 19 fragments of Kharosthi manuscript was discovered in the Miakali area district Dir in 1999. The entire collection is consisted of different kind of manuscript written on both sides of birch bark, recto obverse and verso reverse by different scriber, which is consisted of canonical, non-canonical, and private documents. The collection was obtained by Muhammad Nasim Khan, former professor of Archaeology, University of Peshawar. Kharosthi, an ancient writing system in Gandhara. The earliest known and datable inscriptions in the subcontinent are those which are attributed to the reign of Ashoka, the great and grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. It was King Ashoka to inscribe his imperial orders on rocks and monolithic columns. Most of the rock edicts are consisted of Gandhari language using Kharosthi script. Various discoveries from Gandhara have proved that Kharosthi was an ancient script of the region. Among all those scripts discovered so far in ancient India and Pakistan, Kharosthi occupies a distinct position due to its direction from right toward the left. The script was first observed on the Bactrian Greek coins. With the passage of time, this particular script was discovered from different parts of Gandhara region, such as Takhtbai, Shekhanderi, Sedu Sharif, Butkala, Palatoderi, Sarai Balol, Mekhasanda, Ranighat, Torderi, Peshawar, Kanduz, Karatep, Feztep, Baswal, Zargari, Guldara, and Hada. Origin, period, and area of Kharosthi script. Kharosthi script is derived from Aramaic script, which was the main branch of the South Semitic alphabet. Therefore, during a Achaemenid period, it was a valuable script of the region. That is why they imprinted the script on Persian sigilli with Kharosthi syllables. Thus, according to new research, Kharosthi script is originated from Aramaic, which itself belongs to North Semitic literature, was utilized during Achaemenid period by Aramaic clerks. Kharosthi could be the combination of Khara and Oshta, and could stand for donkey lip, or Khara and Posta, with the meaning of donkey skin. Thus, in this regard, all those inscriptions which belongs to the reign of Ashoka, dated from 3rd century BC, and are earlier in date from all of those which discovered from Central Asia, Afghanistan, and Balochistan, which traveled to those localities with the immigrants and colonists from India. Kharosthi script was used by different dynasties of northwestern borders of India. For example, Indo and Bactrian Greeks, Yavanas, Scythians, Sakas, and Kushan Tosharas has used this script for the legends of their coin. Area of the Kharosthi script. Kharosthi legends were first observed on the coins of different ruling dynasties such as Indo and Bactrian Greeks, Indo-Scythians, and Indo-Parthian and Kushana, and discovered from different parts of the subcontinent, especially Gandhara and western Afghanistan. In this regard, Stenkeno is of the view that Kharosthi script was regularly used in the northwestern part of the subcontinent. Period of the Kharosthi script. The rock edict discovered in Mansehra and Shahbaz Gadi bearing Kharosthi script are attributed to the reign of Ashoka the Great are dated from 3rd century BC, while the inscription which attributed to Kanishka of Kushana dynasty, approximately 3rd to 4th century AD, are belong to later period. Thus, it can be summarized that the Kharosthi script was in vigor in Gandhara since the 3rd century BC and continued till 4th century AD. Nomenclature of Kharosthi script. Amongst the different scripts of India, Kharosthi stands uncompared due to its writing style, from right toward the left. It was first observed on Bactrian Greek ruler coins, therefore it is termed as Bactrian characters, while it is also called Indo-Bactrian as well, because of Indo-Greek ruler due to their connection with India. In this regard, Lesson called it Kabulian because its usage was mostly limited to Haryana towards the west till Indus and on eastern side till Punjab, while Wilson termed it as Aryanian. On geographical basis, Cunningham gave it the name Gandharan alphabet. Besides these, it is also called Aryano-Pali or Bactro-Pali due to the language of the script as Pali or Prakrit. Apart from the above-mentioned names, some other terms have also been used for this script, such as Kharosthi, Kharoti, Kharosthi, Khalosthi, Kharotia, and Kharoti. In this regard, Buller, in his work on the origin of Brahma alphabet, used the present term of Kharosthi because he traced it in two ancient accounts, the Lalita Vistara and Fama Shulin, in which the earlier one composed during 3rd century AD, while the second one is Chinese Encyclopedia compiled in 668 AD. Theme and material of Kharosthi script. Kharosthi script is widely used in Gandhara and are also written on different kinds of objects, which are as follows: stone, wooden boards, palm leaves, paper, birch bark. Among all the other writing material, birch bark is one of the most valuable and important medium of writing. The core area of its use was the northwestern part of the subcontinent, because it was frequently produced within the region of Himalaya. As birch bark is used for the purpose of preservation of the Buddhist texts, it was once a very common material on which the scripture was preserved. To benefiting the coming generation due to the availability of palm leaves, birch bark doesn't gain enough popularity. According to Curtius, the local people of India used birch bark as a medium for writing, while other Greek historians refer cotton, cloth, and paper. Beside these, historian Kalidasa also speaks about birch bark as a writing material in ancient India. Among the Muslim historian Abu Rayhan al-Biruni account also mentioned the term burja, birch bark, as a writing material in India. He says that the people collect considerable piece of a birch from the tree and then wrote on it. The first example of the birch bark Kharosthi manuscript was found from Khotan, probably dated from 2nd or 3rd century AD. Besides this, a number of Kharosthi manuscripts written on birch bark have been discovered from Gandhara. The typology of Akshara within fragment number 7 is based on the relevant stroke of the initial vowel except initial A, whereas the typology of initial A is based on the shape of the letter. The available Aksharas within the manuscript are 16,183 in number. Kharosthi script is consisted of different signs, and for each sign we have a sound. In this regard, the whole number of initial vowel are 1797. Initial vowel are 5 in number. As mentioned above, these vowels are mostly appearing at the beginning of a letter. That is why these vowels are called initial vowel. At the end, I would like to thank my respected teacher, Professor Dr. Muhammad Naeem Qazi, who provided academic platform to the research scholar on his YouTube channel. Please subscribe the channel and do comment. Thank you for listening.